Hi, thanks for coming to my channel. This is Midnight Moon Tarot, and I'm Diana. This reading is for the astrological sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, Jupiter, or anywhere in your birth chart that Gemini might appear. Also, if you're new to my channel, I'd like to take just a second and invite you to subscribe and click that little bell so that you're sure to be notified whenever I upload new content. Also, in the description box below, you'll find links to my social media, my Patreon, my PayPal, and links to some really cool things on Amazon I think you guys will like. Okay, so this reading is for mid-November through the end of November 2020, keeping in mind that all tarot readings are timeless. So whether you come across this reading right after I upload, a week, month, or even a year from now, if you feel drawn to watch it, most likely you'll find a message for you within the reading. Now, if you feel like it doesn't completely resonate with you, just keep the parts that do, disregard the rest. And if you know your other planetary placements, you can listen to those signs as well for additional messages. Okay, so with all that being said, let's go ahead and calibrate these cards to the astrological sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, and Jupiter, and ask our angels, guides, and ancestors for any love messages for Gemini for the mid-month through the end of November 2020. Spirit, what love messages do you have for Gemini? Spirit, what love messages do you have for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, and Jupiter? I'm going to shuffle one more time. Now I'm going to divide these into 3 stacks. Okay. The card on the bottom of the deck is the 5 of Wands. Now this has been showing up a lot in a lot of readings lately. The 5 of Wands talks about those little petty fights and arguments, just like somebody's getting on your nerves a lot, you know, and or they're like picking on you, or they're jealous, or they're haters, that type energy. It's just really petty and unnecessary type energy that, you know, none of us need. All right, now for those of you who are new here, I do 4 rows, and the first row tells me what you have been dealing with in your recent past, what's currently going on, and the things that are coming towards you. Okay, now the second row is the same thing, only it's for your twin flame, your soulmate, divine counterpart. This could be an ex that you really want to reconcile with. It might be somebody brand new that you just met. Okay, it could also be like, regardless of whatever relationship status you're in, this could be, and I hate to say that, but it's like, okay, so you're in a relationship, but you're thinking about somebody else. It could be that person. Okay. All right. Just the one that's always on your mind, the one you're always thinking about. Okay. Okay, now I just put out 2 cards in each of the 4 rows, and I'm going to do that 2 more times for a grand total of 24 cards. By the time we get to the end of the reading, we're going to have a pretty good idea about what's going on. And remember, I'm going to show you how this is going to relate to the cards that we have laid out here. Now, we have this 5 of Swords along with the 7 of Cups, and no wonder you are feeling frustrated and aggravated with this person. This is somebody who wants not only to have little petty arguments with you, but they like to try to trigger you. And this is a person that will pick a fight with you so that they can, you know, go away for a day or 2 or a few hours if you're living together or whatever. If you're not living together, this is somebody, like, if you have like one of those on again off again relationships, they'll find something wrong with what you've done, and so that you will just throw your hands up and say, I'm not even going to participate in that. And at the same time, they're happy that happens, because then they can go off and dabble with other people. Okay. Do things that they probably shouldn't be doing. All right, so when we come to your partner, we see that we have this King of Wands energy. This is your player energy. This is that person that is, constantly, looking outside of the relationship. This is somebody who just thinks about all the physical pleasure that they can derive from the relationship with you or whomever else just happens to strike their fancy. And this, like I said, this is somebody who really does use the excuse of, picking that fight with you so that they can step away for a few minutes. All right, now, with the Three of Pentacles, this is you focusing on work. At the same time, you're drawing the attention of someone. And this is someone who looks to you kind of like a muse. Maybe they are inspired by you. This kind of person that puts you on a pedestal. Now, when we get to your obstacles and challenges, we have the Six of Cups as well as the Three of Cups. Now, with the Seven of Cups over here that we had, you may very well be dealing with a water sign. I would say probably most likely a Scorpio, because just this type of energy doesn't really feel Piscean unless you have a very, very deceptive Pisces that maybe has a lot of Leo in their chart or something. But this definitely feels more scorpionic. But this person, you kind of had hoped and felt as if this was your soulmate. This is somebody that you thought that you would go through life and have a good time and have someone that you could have fun with and celebrate everyday joys with this person. Now, the Six of Pentacles fell out when I was laying out these cards just above this deck, just above this column here. And the Six of Pentacles talks about just giving and giving and giving to that relationship and not really receiving anything back, not even expecting to receive anything back. You're basically the one that maintains the relationship and even keeps it going. Now, when this person picks this fight with you, they get it so twisted that after a day or two, you miss the good times with this person because maybe you haven't opened your eyes yet and seen what they're actually doing, although you may be suspecting it a little bit. But they turn the tables so that you actually return to them and, say you're sorry for a fight that they made up that didn't even bother them. This is yucky. So we have the Page of Swords as well as this King of Pentacles, and you may find that you have a lot more stability with an earth sign, somebody that is not going to be so possessive and jealous of you. The one that you're with, even though they are dabbling other places, at the same time, they tend to suspect you all the time because that's what they're doing, okay? And you don't really need that in your life. You need more of that stability that this King of Pentacles is going to be offering you, okay? I'm going to do the second row. We have the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Wands. In your partner's column, we have the Fool as well as that Ten of Cups. Obstacles and challenges, you have the Queen of Wands as well as the Page of Wands. And in your outcome, it's the Four of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. Now, when I say outcome, I say this a lot, it's not prophecy. This is not something that's written in stone. Tarot is about those energies and when you're aware of those energies and you know that they're coming up, or you see the signs of things that are beginning to happen, knowing this in advance gives you the opportunity to have a plan B, so to speak, to, kind of reroute and go around it so that if you don't happen to like a particular outcome. All right, with the Knight of Wands as well as this Queen of Cups, this person had made you feel like you were their one and only, like you were their intended, and that they make you feel as if you're always having to fight for this relationship, always trying to keep it above ground. You're always trying to entertain this person, maybe walk on eggshells so that they don't blow up on you and disappear for a day or two to run off and go do whatever it is they do when they run off. So you had expected this Ten of Cups energy with this person, as well as this this Fool. Now, the Fool, you kind of thought, okay, am I just gonna be done with this? Am I gonna start over? Should I go ahead and make this brand new beginning and walk away from this type of foolishness that I've been dealing with? Because this on again, off again, on again, off again, there's really no end to it. When this person comes back or you call them up because you miss them, it's going to be the same cycles over and over repetitively. And it's not anything that's going to end in that Ten of Cups scenario. So with your obstacles and challenges, you have that Queen of Wands as well as the Page of Wands. This your person may be dealing with a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, and this person is going to kind of, call you up. They're going to start doing the hang-ups. They're going to start kind of like trying to give you, send you messages on like Facebook or wherever you might be, whatever social media you're on. This is somebody that kind of watches what you're doing. This is someone that, has the feeling that they think that they will break the two of you up if they let you know that they exist, okay? Being aware of this is kind of going to put you in a different little set of little different way of thinking. So you have the Four of Wands as well as this Two of Pentacles, okay? So with your outcome, you're definitely seeing that your person has kind of the intentions that, or the appearance, I would say more than intentions, they have the appearance that they really don't care about anything except for themselves and what they have going on. They're not really concerned about your feelings when they leave you in the state of turmoil where you walk away because you don't want to deal with all that emotional chaos and emotional abuse. Basically what they're putting you through is like gaslighting you. They're making you think that you're this horrible person, or they have to get away from you, or you complain too much. You're not dumb, and you see these things that are going on, okay? So when you decide that you had enough of this and that you're going to take on that Fool, this one, all right, this Fool energy, and start that new journey without this person. Of course, they tend to come back and say, "Oh no, let's make it work. Let's have this happily ever after. Let's spend some time together." This is them not being able to tolerate being left, okay? You can take them back and they're just going to find another excuse in a couple of days, 4, 5, 6 days. I would say just 10 days at the most. They're going to pick another fight with you and disappear again, okay? Because they have a whole other relationships that they're having to balance out. They have the ones from their past that they keep up with for old faithfuls that they can call on for anything they need, and they have new people that they're priming up to take your place. So you have Judgment as well as the Moon, and then you have the Three of Swords as well as the Knight of Cups. All right, and this is wonderful. Now you have the Magician as well as the Two of Swords in your obstacles and challenges, and in your outcome you have that Seven of Wands and the Nine of Cups. So this is really good. You're seeing that person for what they are. All the things that they're doing are being exposed. You're able to see through their lies, basically. And everything done in the dark comes into the light. This card is about the moon. It's about an eclipse. It's about things being hidden because of that eclipse. And then once that shadow moves across and that moon is illuminated again, you can see all the little things that have been sneaking around going on. Now, this leaves you with the Judgment card, where you're going to have to say, nope, I'm not doing this anymore. Of course, this person's going to try to resurrect the relationship because, like I was saying before, they don't want to be the one that's left. It's a big blow to their ego, okay? All right? They're gonna, they're gonna make up every reason in the world to paint themselves as a victim when you walk away. But this resurrection, even though it's happening here, even though they're going to want to come back, it's just because they can't stand to lose. And now that you are aware of their third-party situations and things like that that are going on, of course, here they are offering you this love again, making you these promises. They know you well. They know what you want to do. They know what your hopes and dreams and goals are, and they're going to promise these things to you. Oh, well, let's go on this trip. Let's go to the mountains. Let's go to the beach. Let's do whatever. Let's start this business. They know how to get to you, and these are the promises they're going to make. Because how dare you leave them, okay? So they have to convince you to take them back just so that they can leave you even more devastated, all right? But now you know about these third-party situations and all this nastiness that they've been partaking in, okay? All right, so in your obstacles and challenges, you have the Magician as well as the Two of Swords. So definitely you're making that move. You're making those changes in your life. You're manifesting in your life the things that you want. What you don't want is a liar and a cheater and a manipulator. And this Two of Swords is giving you the strength to make those decisions, to do that without using your emotions, just seeing the facts. You know, you see that she's blindfolded here. It's to the point that you're just a little ambivalent about it. You just don't really care one way anymore because you actually really and truly don't want a relationship that you are going to have to constantly feel like you can't trust the person, or that they are doing things behind your back that they shouldn't be. Now, the reading ending with the Nine of Cups as well as the Seven of Wands is you know, knowing that what you have is valuable. What you can give to a relationship is valuable. Knowing your worth, not being worried about it. You know that with that Magician energy, that love will manifest in your life, and you will have that. And you do not have to defend yourself for making the decision that you're walking away from this relationship. Okay, so Gemini, that is your reading for the second half of November 2020. I love you guys. Thank you so much for all of your comments, likes, shares, and subscribes. And I will see you guys here soon. All right, take care.